Hi guys, it's WolfMaiden, and today I'm going to be talking about how to craft a Larp or a Ren Faire outfit. This is mostly for beginners or people that don't have a concept quite yet, or for those that need sort of an organized list in order to get started. So I'm going to focus on 4 things. The first being practicality, then budget, an outfit outline, and a color scheme. Those 4 things are what we're going to talk about today. There'll be some timestamps down below if you need to jump around or you only need some advice about a certain thing that I'm talking about. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about Larp outfits. First, we're going to start with practicality. First, knowing your size or having your measurements are going to help you out a ton. Usually websites that you buy Larp outfits from will show you or tell you what measurement that you need. Maybe it's arm length because they need to know, how far your sleeve is going to go, that kind of thing. So knowing your size and measurements is going to help you a ton. Second, you need to think about what you actually need. This past weekend I went to the Ren Faire with my friends, and a couple of them had never, well actually none of them, have ever worn garb to a Ren Faire before, or had garb before. So when I gave them things when I was outfitting them, one of my friends didn't want any belt or pouch to go with. His outfit did not have any pockets in it. And so you don't want to be unable to store your things. Now it was fine because I had a bag and I could hold those things for him. But in lieu of that, you have to think about how you're going to store your things. Your phone, your wallet, snacks, water, whatever you're going to bring, whatever you need. You need either a bag, a backpack, a pouch, or pockets to carry these things. So keep that in mind. Typically for men, it seems like a belt and pouches works fine. If you need a backpack to put in extra stuff, or if you need your backpack for or going for a hike, that kind of thing, then a backpack might be a good choice. But pouches typically for like a couple day event will hold all the things that you need on your person. So the next thing to consider for practicality is climate. I live in California. It doesn't get very cold. I don't need wool clothing, I am going to be clean, and that's why I have a wool cloak. But if I wasn't going to that, I would probably go for like a cotton cloak or a canvas cloak if I was going to use one at all. It doesn't rain too much, so I don't really have a hood or anything that I would wear. But it is something to consider. If it rains, do you have something to cover you? If it's cold, do you have something to cover you? If it's warm, are your clothes breathable? Is the fabric going to suffocate you? That's important things to consider. Next, under practicality is price. I think we all have seen some really cool things, armor, clothing, dresses, shirts, pants, you name it, that we really fell in love with and then looked at the price tag and were like, nope. So figuring out your budget, that's a pretty big one. The next thing to consider is if you are going to a 1-day event, a 2-day event, a week-long event, how many outfits or pieces of clothing do you need? Things that are outward, like a corset, don't get soiled like clothes that get sweaty or things like that as much, at least. And so if you wanted to, you could potentially wear armor pieces or over pieces that don't get dirty often. So those can be reused in an outfit. But we always need to change our shirts and our pants, right? So if you're at a 2-day event, you might need 2 sets of clothes. If you're at a 1-day event, you only need 1. And so everything kind of falls with that. Does your outfit cover everything for your climate or budget? And so you can spend more with a 1-day outfit, and less if you have to divide it between a couple of outfits, right? So next, we're going to talk about budget. Budgets are usually really tight, and so as a result, you have to figure out what your hardline budget is that you will just absolutely not go over. What are you going to prioritize in your budget? Is it boots so that your feet are comfortable? Is it climate protection if it's cold? If it's watery, you want a really nice quality cloak or something like that. Or maybe you want to go really, really decorative, right? You want a headdress, you want a nice, shirt, corset, pants, you want embroidery, perfect bag, everything to just look impeccable, right? You have to decide what it is that you're spending on. So yeah, where do you want to put most of your budget? It might be your undergarments you don't really care about, but the over parts, the corset, the armor, whatever is going over those undergarments need to be just the best. For those with less to spend, the question of can you cut out unnecessary things comes in. And secondly, can you sacrifice time to lower your cost? Crafting things like cloaks or hoods or a surcoat, a tabard, things that might be very easy to do, or anything else that you would consider purchasing, but instead, could sacrifice the time for. It's worth mentioning under budget. So next I'm going to talk about the outfit outline. This is something that you can actually make a tangible list and decide what it is that you want. So first is shirt, pants, tunic, dress, shoes or shoe covers, cloak, cape, jacket, tabard, overcoat, and headwear. The point of the outfit outline is to sort of get on paper what it is that you want for your outfit. If you wanted a dress and a corset, you would write that down. If you wanted a dress, corset, boots, a cape, and some sort of hat, you could write that down. If you wanted a shirt, pants, armor, and that would be your outfit, that works too. But writing down each specific thing for every single outfit would help to visualize or to understand what it is that you need. And sometimes you might find you need a lot more or you need a lot less than you think you do. You could sort of have outfit goals, like I have a shirt and I have pants, but I want a brigandine, I want really nice boots, I want a cape or a capelet. This is the kind of thing you want to think about when you're crafting your outfit. I think it'll help a lot of long-term planning for outfits that might be more elaborate or things that get pushed to the background. It'd be good to put this in a journal or something like that you have for LARP, or just write down on a piece of paper or type it up. And that's basically the point of the outfit outline. These are some things that you might want to consider in your outfit outline. Some of them won't apply to you, like if you don't wear dresses, obviously you don't have to have a dress on there, or maybe you want to add like skirt instead of, pants. That's something to write down. But this will give you a basic look at what kind of makes an outfit. Not to mention accessories. What I would consider optional are accessories like jewelry, pins, feathers, those kind of things that are decorative and matter for your outfit, but they're not necessary. Still worth mentioning, still worth putting on your list if you want to make just a full outfit. And lastly, we're going to talk about color scheme. So my advice for picking a color scheme is to go with accessories that are neutral colors and undergarments to go with neutral colors as well, unless you know your color scheme very well. It's a character that you're going to stick with, that kind of thing. Because you might regret getting a pouch that's like super green or blue or purple, and then you don't end up having anything else that matches it and it just looks really off. So yeah, it is safer to go with neutral colors for your accessories, like belt, pouches, cloak, hoods, anything that's extra, headdress things. The neutral colors are black, white, gray, and brown. Another thing to consider for color scheme is what affiliation your character has. Do they have a guild, or are they part of a kingdom that they represent in some way? Should they have an accessory that is gold and blue, or black and red, or blue and yellow? That would be a reason to build your costume with colors. If you like color and you want to incorporate that into your costume, the easiest way to do it, if you're just starting out or you don't know quite yet how to put together a costume or an outfit at all, is a tricolor kit. What I mean by that is you choose 2 neutrals and 1 color. So if I chose black and gray, and I had a gray shirt, and I have a black skirt or black pants, and red is my standout color, that would work. And if my headband was also red, that would help to kind of put this color scheme together. Now that means if your basics are neutral, you can throw whatever colors on top of it. So if I wanted to change out this corset and still wear this gray shirt, I could. It would be, if it was green, if it was blue, it would still match. And that's a good way to build your kit, is to have a lot of neutral undergarments. And then if you like a lot of colors and things like me, you want those extra bits of color sometimes in a skirt that you can change with different shirts, right? Or a dress and or overdress that you can kind of use interchangeably between different chemises and things like that. One thing to note is if you do have mostly neutrals and you do get something of like colorful, it is good to kind of balance from head to toe the color that you're adding. If I have a red pouch on my belt, maybe I'd want a red gem necklace or a hat with red in it or a red feather, so that they kind of balance between the neutrals, because it can look a bit off when you just have one little bit of color somewhere. So you want to sort of spread it out. If there's something on your, we're gonna go with this, if there's something on your waist or something on your chest, adding something on your head or on your shoes would help balance that out. If you have something on your belt, either head or toes would work, or reusing the color that you're wearing throughout your outfit from head to toe in different places, like a bracelet, if you have a head thing and then you have a bracelet and then it's on your shoes, really well balanced. Or if it's head and shoes, if it's skirt and head, or pants or skirt and head, or, you know, jewelry. That kind of thing really helps balance out an outfit. I hope this helps you create a Ren Faire or a Larp outfit. If you have any questions or have any suggestions or other tips for people creating a Larp outfit, you can put them down in the comments below. I'm sure that would be very helpful to anybody watching. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.